The 2026 DEWE Global Major Forum is underway in Bonn, Germany, and one big message is coming through loud and clear: journalism needs to survive and adapt. With the media industry facing growing pressure globally, activists and campaigners say it's now more important than ever to protect traditional journalism and make it more resilient. This year's theme, Journalism Out Loud, speaks directly to that challenge.
Learning from one another and recognizing journalism for what it must be today, an antidote to polarization, to nationalism and isolation. I believe many people in this room share that conviction. But it is not enough to share it among ourselves. We must take it beyond these walls and show that free media do more than report facts. They provide guidance, highlight solutions, enable dialogue, and foster meaningful participation. Together, they form the foundation of democracy and security. Journalism out loud also means remaining relevant in a world where the voices of journalists are increasingly pushed into the background.
Another major concern, money. As social media platforms and AI tools continue to grow stronger, funding traditional media is becoming more difficult, and that's putting pressure on journalists and news organizations everywhere. At the same time, journalists in some parts of the world are facing increasing restrictions, prompting calls for government to step up and protect press freedom.
As Minister for Media in Germany's media hotspot, but also as a son of a journalist, I firmly believe that human journalism remains indispensable. Because quality alone is not enough. Even the best journalism must be financially sustainable. Today, a growing share of advertising revenues flows to the major international platforms. In Europe alone, a good half of advertising revenue now flows to the big tech firms in the US, leaving our newspapers, our radio stations, and our television stations empty-handed. Those who create diversity of information and opinion are finding it increasingly difficult to finance their work in Europe, in Germany. So that is why we must continue to value journalistic work, and media companies must remain economically viable. Otherwise, we risk losing media diversity and diversity of perspectives.
This year's forum brings together a huge global audience with over 1,400 participants, more than 160 speakers, and more than 500 sessions, all focused on the future of journalism.